Ag-gag laws are laws that prohibit recording or undercover investigation at factory farms. These laws typically fall under three categories: interference, fraud, and rapid reporting. Interference laws prohibit the recording of images or sounds at factory farms without the owner's consent. Fraud laws prohibit obtaining access on factory farms by false premises. In other words, you cannot pretend to want to work there and go undercover taking pictures. Rapid reporting laws make it so you have to turn in what was recorded to law enforcement, usually within 1 to 2 days. Punishments vary by state. Some states consider it a misdemeanor. Some consider it a felony. And fines may range from $500 to $5,000 per day that the recording or image was open to public.
The first Ag-gag law was passed in 1990 in the great state of Kansas. Just a year later, Montana and North Dakota passed their own Ag-gag laws. These laws were called eco-terrorism or agro-terrorism laws, which mostly focused on keeping people out of the factories so that the farms would not be intentionally damaged. Not many Ag-gag laws were passed in the end of the 20th century, but recently they have been introduced in many other states, and 6 of them have been passed so far. Iowa passed their Ag-gag laws in 2011, Utah passed theirs in 2012, as well as Missouri. Since then, Arkansas, North Carolina, and South Carolina have passed their laws. This totals to 9 states. Idaho has also passed an Ag-gag law, but it was shut down by the Supreme Court for being unconstitutional.
Pros of Ag-gag laws revolve around how they protect the factory farms. This, in turn, helps keep the farms in business. Mass production of foods is a result, and most of the food we eat comes from these factory farms. For example, a lot of the eggs that we eat. Another benefit of Ag-gag laws is that the factory farms protected by them take up less space, producing more food per square acre. Cons of Ag-gag laws are numerous. One of them is animal cruelty. Many of the factory farms give animals a very small space to live in, and they treat them very poorly. Investigations done in the past on some factory farms have shown severe animal cruelty. Another con of Ag-gag laws is that many groups believe it violates their First Amendment rights of freedom of speech and freedom of the press. Pollution is also a big deal with Ag-gag laws. These factory farms put most of their waste in water, and they pollute the environment all around them. Another issue is that people don't know what are going in the animals, like antibiotics. They make the food they produce non-organic, and many people are unaware of what they are eating.
One current event related to Ag-gag laws is when Koch Foods were investigated in November 2014. Severe animal cruelty was found at a farm in Mississippi. Koch Foods supplies the chicken for Chick-fil-A. Ag-gag laws would have kept this a secret, and animal cruelty probably would have continued. Another investigation was in June 2015 of the Hillendale farms. Severe chicken abuse and living conditions for the animals leaked from farms in Pennsylvania. Ag-gag laws would have kept this abuse unknown, and it probably would have continued. In January 2016, North Carolina is being sued. Groups are suing North Carolina over House Bill 405, a law that prevents people from filming or recording in factory farms.
This is a chart to know whether or not you're breaking Ag-gag laws. Do you work at a farm already? If you say yes, are you recording without permission? If you say no, then you just get back to work. If you say no if you work at a farm, you ask yourself if you're a journalist, and then if you say no, if you're an activist, and if you say yes, then congrats, you're probably an enterprise terrorist.